first rule of passive-aggressive club is, well, you know what, never mind, it's fine. No? Okay, here's another one. I burnt my Hawaiian pizza. I should have used aloha temperature. Shit. Today we're shaving with Nederlandse Shave&Butcher. I don't speak Dutch. This is the oldest shaving soap in the world, and as far as I understand, this is the first brand name ever registered in the Netherlands. Not sure about the last one, but that's what I think. It's from 1554, and this is newly made, I think, but this soap and the brand name has been around for 465 years. Mental. Cheap and cheerful. I know nothing about it. Frank told me to get it. It's €7 plus transportation, and it has the logos. I don't know, policemen who made it. The Vergulde hand, or something like that. The Vergulde hand, not the golden hand, but the, what do you say? Like gold plated. Should have checked this up. When you put gold onto something else, that's Vergulden. Shave is probably shaving soap. I haven't checked that either. And this is, it's like a bottle of mayonnaise. You open with, that's really cool. So this is really cheap and cheerful, and let's see what's in it. It comes with aftershave lotion. I could have purchased that. That would have been €7 as well. Look at that, how, try not to make it fall out. So that went well. Fortunately, it is a hard soap, which is not attached to the bottom. The Vergulden hand shares. I almost don't want to use this, but it has the cool and the crown. Maybe it's supplier to the court or something. It smells like, I don't know, a little bit like palm olive. Smells quite okay. Doesn't smell exclusive or anything. It's a bit of citrus in it at the top, which you find in almost anything that has to do with anything to do with cleaning. Yeah, well, cool. It's incredibly hard, but doesn't that look pretty neat? Okay, we're using Frank and Matty's brush again, trying to break it in. So that's been wet for about 10 minutes. How do you know when it's broken in? I don't know. I could grate this down into this or something else to make it stick to the bottom, because this is just turning around. But that just feels wrong. The right should be to use the thing as it is. Obviously it wasn't plastic 465 years ago. This is a plastic thing. How big is it? It's not very big. Should say on here, because that's the law. 75 grams. Yeah, so that's not so much. That's more than an ounce. I don't know how many ounces. 2 maybe? Je ne sais pas. There is soap coming out. So let's see if Frank was joking when he said to get this. Because that would have been fun. But not very nice. Not very nice. So, brand name that old, that's kind of cool. I mean, there are old companies. I know one of the pulp and paper and sawmilling companies in Sweden is well over 700 years old. Same company. And even the company I work for was formed in 1802. So we had our 200-year anniversary in 2002. Blew most of that year's profit on the party, but it was a good party. People from all over the world. And it's, you know, okay, there's nothing better per se with something really old, but it's cool. I like it. Is it because I'm old? I don't know. I think I have enough soap. So I'm just trying to get moisture to be a bit accurate. This might just be a soap that is a bit sensitive to how much water you put in. I don't know. But maybe it's like William's mug soap, which is so easy. CDV says it's so easy to. You just follow instructions. Little witch doctor. Let's hope this is different, the mug soap. But it will be the sort of Dutch equivalent, you know. It's been around forever. It's a hard soap. I mean, this is a mug soap, really. You have to make it hard for it to last. You know, you could probably have this in the shower, which you couldn't with a softer soap. That would just disappear. The scent is not bad, but it really isn't anything special. I'll just let the faucet run while I re-moisturize. Putting quite a bit of water in there. Starting to get a little bit of a sheen. I have more than 24 hours growth. I have, yeah, well, about a day and a half, I think. Interesting. Now it smells a bit like, I don't know. There's something called citronella in America, which I don't quite know what it is, but I think it might be similar. So a very basic, quite synthetic citrus scent. So it's more that, it's not palm olive, really. Well, no. It smells like I'm going to be clean. But there are a few classic soaps that I have never tried. There's probably more than I'm aware of. Never tried this. It's been around for 465 years. I'm a bit of a late adopter, whatever it's called. You know what? That damn thing needs even more water. Maybe it's crazy overloaded. It's performing rather well. What else? Cella or Cella, you know what it's called, is another one, which is a classic, I think, that I've never used. When I hear it described, it's a bit similar like this. The ingredients I did check, it was font 4. Damn, it's hard. You know, it's annoying when the ingredients on a soap or whatever are so small that you really have to take a photograph of it to make it larger. I didn't do that, but it's, as far as I could see, there's no meat in the soap. There's quite a few stuff, I don't know what it is, which I don't know how natural they are. But the important thing is how this thing shaves. I'm starting to like the way the lather looks. Well, it doesn't appear you can kill it with water. Well, I'm adding just a bit at the time, but appears to be just fine. So this is my first Dutch shaving soap that I can remember. Yeah, peaky stuff. That will do. I think that will be quite all right. Or am I forgetting a Dutch soap? I don't think so. Razor is an old piece of thing as well. Shave&Butcher 7/8. Pretty wedge. And barber's knot. Here we go. It's doing just fine. I wonder, it doesn't say anywhere that the recipe is the same. It won't be. Won't be a vegetal soap. Can't imagine. Yeah, looks pretty nice. Good looking lather. It's cool. It's old. It's like prehistoric. Well, it's newly made, obviously, but some people, quite a few people, speak rather highly of it. There's a few hairs there. You can lose a few hairs in the beginning when you break in a brush. I've abused this one quite heavily on towels and so on. If you want to get the hairs out in the beginning, sort of nature's law, the weak hairs go first. Look at that. Look at that. Ah. Well, the scent is nothing to write home about. Or I guess in 1554 you wouldn't write home, you would... what would you do? Oh, maybe you would write home. And the wagon, what do you call it? It's a coach. With the horses would take it home, or you'd send your pigeon out or something. Well, you wouldn't waste a good pigeon to write about the scent. But in terms of leather, it's not half bad. What kind of expression is that? It's not half bad. Is it half good? So one of those. I'm going the wrong way. Jeez. I'm going against the grain on the first pass on the neck. And I'm not even noticing. Well, I could feel it, but Cool. Well, I did do a shave once. I think I put it on video where I shaved only once and only against the grain. Check the back catalogue. I was pretty stupid. I just wanted to see how big a difference it made. It does make quite a big difference. Would it be interesting to do with a wick? which is the sharpest and smoothest shaving apparatus you will ever try. Yeah, I keep going on about the wick. Starting to get a hang of it. And that's a skill, so I use it quite often. And I have never used anything better. This is much cooler though. So, okay, second pass with the Verguldene hand. I do apologize. Maybe Bram or someone is watching and can offer some help with pronunciation. Dutch is, I don't know Dutch, but it's one of my favorite languages in terms of how it sounds. I think it's really cool. The Dutch are having a complex about their language. It's because maybe a lot of people think it sounds funny, it sounds aggressive. There's a lot of and wow, but that's part of the cool stuff. Now I want to give examples, but I'm just going to trash it. Also, one of my favorite English dialects is the English spoken in South Africa, which is not like Dutch speaking English, because I've heard that too, and it's usually can't hear they're even from Holland. But it's very much influenced by the pronunciation in English is very much influenced by Afrikaans, which is okay, I'm gonna make a bêtise once more, but it's like Old Dutch, where it's close to Dutch. At least it sounds a lot like Dutch. I don't know how close it is, sort of scientifically. It's a cool dialect. One of my favorite bands are singing Afrikaans, well, partially. Die Antwoord, out of South Africa. Shit, I was gonna save the mustache just to annoy my wife. I forgot about it. I have to put a sign here or something. Otherwise I thought about doing it a few times. I just muscle memory takes over. Quiet now. Nice. The soap is a good experience so far. And I guess if you've been around since 1554 and you're a soap, you're going to be pretty good. And people like Frank still recommends it. Huh. So I haven't checked, but I'm betting this is the oldest soap brand that is still around. It's from Amsterdam. Amsterdam! With the canals, the grachten or something. I don't know if that's a word, I think it's canal. Gracht. But even if it isn't, something's going to be called that in Dutch, and it just sounds so cool. The airport is Schiphol. I mean, come on, Schiphol. There's a town called, I'm just saying the few words I know, it's a town called Enschede. Maybe the coolest sounding town name in the world. Enschede. And that's probably not even top 20 in Holland. Okay, let's see what that feels like. Feels good. Chin needs a bit of work. I mean, this razor is a bit of work. You can get a super close shave, but you do have to make the effort. It does what you command it to do. You get nothing for free. You know, if you don't do it perfectly, the razor is just saying, what do I care? I'm from Yorkshire. Mind your own bloody. Okay, my right hand today is just horrible. Yeah, turned out pretty good actually. Oh, a bit of blood. That's if you go with a wedge against the grain on your first pass, you're gonna get a bit of that stuff. Brilliant. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I watched the Joker with Joaquin Phoenix. I'm trying to make my mind up what I think. I really enjoyed it when I watched it. And it's nothing like Batman. It's just a psych profile and background on the Joker. But I like it. I think maybe it's because he's such a fantastic actor. He's brilliant. And yeah, I'm trying to think who else was in it, but it doesn't matter. Because he's in it, and he's awesome. And I like the colors and the imagery, and no one has bleached teeth, you know. Yeah. That was a pretty good shave. Pretty good shave. Closing up, skin feels fine. I'm guessing there's not a lot of, I couldn't find a lot of, you know, juicy stuff, but maybe some of the kryptonite sounding stuff is skin food. I don't know, I don't think so. But it was a good feeling. That was a good looking lather as well, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Gordon? Yeah, I'm happy with that. Really happy. Cool. Cool stuff. Cool soap. Bit of magic made by Thayers. I'm thinking, should I use the balm? Or should I use what I intended to use? I think I'll save the balm. But it's there. I will try it out. It's, you know, one of those, you use it once. So no, I should use it. Of course I should. What am I talking about? I'm making no sense. So yeah, Joker. don't expect, I'm gonna do like Tim does. To get it dry. So don't expect a Batman prequel thingy, because it isn't. But the photography is great and he's fantastic, and no one has bleached teeth. So there you go. Okay, the Vergulde Hunt aftershave balm. That's good for a few shaves, but you know, you can't really keep it. So smells like something. What is it? Quite watery. Well, you know, I got shitloads of it. Maybe that's it. Wonder what's in the balm. Font 3. No, there's no way I can read that. You check it out. Website is deverguldenehand.nl for Netherlands. I enjoyed that. That was cool. Really happy I got that soap. I will use it. For sure. I don't know what the balm is like. And it was way too much. It's going to do its job, I think. Not one of those really thick and rich balms, as far as I can tell. But it probably does the job. My skin feels good. Got a bit of stuff there, but that was... I've got a swirly swirl thing, so if I go what is essentially against the grain, it's gonna be nasty. But I don't think I'll get any irritation. It's just a bit of blood. Very cool. Thank you for watching. This was the soap of the show. And the soap and the razor together are like 650 years old or something. That's pretty cool. Brush was brand new though. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Stay sharp.